All right. Hey, everyone. Actually, I'm going to switch this view. There we go. I'm Kelly Jimenez, for those of you that don't know, and the founder of Team Hard Hitters. And I really just wanted to take a few minutes and chat with this lady over here, Margo. If you guys have been paying attention to the team page at all, you have seen her name on the top of everything the last few months. I mean, she's been top volume, top Success Club earner, and she's only been a coach since September. And I guess that showed me a few things. One, I think as new coaches, a lot of times when you jump in, that first month is kind of easy because you have a lot of your family and friends that want to buy from you. It's month 2 and 3 where it really starts to get hard. And it really shows if you're doing your power hour, if you're doing the 3 vital behaviors, if you're doing those things to move your business forward, it really starts to show in month 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the cool thing about Margo, I mean, she's going into month 6 pretty much of her business, and last month she had 39 Success Club points. So this girl's rocking it, and she knows what she's doing, and she's building a very successful business because of it. So I wanted to just take a few minutes and basically just kind of interview her and find out what is she doing differently. So if you're a new coach watching this and you think, oh, like the market's too saturated, or I'm ran out of my family and friends, or maybe this isn't for me, any of those things. I just wanted Margo to get on here and just share what she's doing. And maybe you can take a couple of the nuggets that she's going to share and apply them to your business, or just kind of think about how can you do this kind of thing in your business. And we're also going to take a look at her Facebook page, because we always talk about using your Facebook page to brand you and to kind of weave fitness into it. So you're not blaring fitness, you're not looking like you're trying to sell something all the time, but you're just weaving it in and opening the door for people that are interested to come to you. So first off, Margo, thanks for taking the time to do this.
Yeah, thanks for asking me. I'm excited.
Yeah. So I guess first things first, you want to share a little bit about your story, and then I would love, I don't know if we should just interview or if you just want to share the things we talked about. How do you want to do it?
Either way. I can share a little of my story and then a little bit of what I'm doing. Does that work?
Perfect. Go for it.
So yeah, like Kelly said, I'm a new coach, and I honestly, when Kelly asked me to do this, I was kind of, I was like, what do I have to say? Because I feel like I'm in the hustle just as much as everybody else, and last August, I was kind of at the end of my rope, and I was that person who I've always weighed more than I probably should, but no one ever thought I was overweight in a lot of ways, because I would hide my weight pretty well under my clothes. But that didn't change how I felt. I always felt just so bad. So then after having my 2 babies in August, I was really just, I was so depressed. I've struggled with depression my whole life, which, side note, has really gone away since I've changed my eating and been on Shakeology and exercising. But I was at a point where I was about to break. And so I saw my coach, Carly, share her transformation, and she had twins, and she got her body back, and I was so inspired by her. And so I messaged her and I said, hey, I want to try this. We're going on a camping trip, so I'll just jump in a week late to your challenge group, thinking, quite honestly, this is not going to work, because I've tried every program in the book. And now here I am, 40 pounds later. I've lost 40 pounds, and I feel better than I've ever felt. I just feel so good. I feel like a different person, and I feel like I'm able to have energy to be the person that I want to be. So then when Carly asked me, I almost messaged Carly about coaching, and then she ended up messaging me, and I was like, yeah, I had a ton of questions, thinking, again, this is not going to work for me. And then I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go for it. So I did. So that's kind of a little bit of my story. And I kind of just decided from day one that I was going to act like I was a top coach. And I even though I don't feel like I'm a top coach in some ways, I was going to act like it. And so as that's gone on, I feel like that's built a lot of confidence for me to be able to just move forward. But at the same time, I feel like I still have so much to learn, which I think is really important as a new coach. Act in confidence, but really keep learning all the time. So what I shared with Kelly was that I do my vital behaviors every single day, but I kind of have this little kind of silly philosophy that I live my life by. And before I had my girls, I was a teacher. And so I and I taught middle schoolers. So having toddlers and middle schoolers, I feel like I've learned a lot about, making things simple. So I have to make things simple for myself. So along with the vital behaviors, I feel like there are 4 things that I call my BPAC, PACK, that I kind of integrate into my life. And so I don't know if this will be helpful to share, but I'll share it with you guys. And the first thing that I just really have focused on doing in my life and in being a new coach is the P of PAC is to be present. And so I just want to encourage people to be present exactly where you're at and in whatever status you're at. That doesn't mean that that I don't dream big, because I have really, really big dreams for where I want to be as a coach and how many people I want to help. I have huge dreams for that. But I think sometimes we get lost in the shuffle of like looking at those things and thinking like, I'm not where Kelly's at, or I'm not where, even like just, whatever whoever it may be, whoever that may be for you, instead of just being present with your challengers, with yourself in the moment, being just present in that. So one of the things I shared with Kelly is I really focus on running Rockin' Challenge groups. And I really make sure that I'm prepared and ready to do that. And I try to make every challenger feel like they're the most important. So, and I also focus on being present with Beachbody when I'm supposed to be doing Beachbody, focus on being present with my family when I'm supposed to be present with my family, because integrating the two sometimes constantly doesn't work. It just doesn't work. And so that's given me more energy to be present in Beachbody if I can compartmentalize the two. So, and then the A of my pack that I go by is to be active. So that's pretty explanatory in a lot of ways for us as, Beachbody coaches, is to be active physically every single day, being a product of the product. Goes with the vital behaviors, and being, for me, being spiritually active every day, being mentally active, just making sure that I'm doing those things every day. And then the C of my pack that I go by is to be consistent and confident. And I think this is a big thing for new coaches, is that you kind of look at everybody else's story and kind of compare yours to theirs. And it's taken me a long time to get here, but I feel like I have a lot of confidence that I have a story to share with people. And so that's just what I do. I don't ever feel like I'm selling, which is so huge for me, because that's what I told Carly when I started. I said, I do not want to sell. Like, I do not. That is not me. But what I do want to do is share. So what I do is I share my story a lot with people. And I really feel like I want to combine faith and fitness for people. I want to combine, share with people about the fact that I am a mom that will probably never have a perfect stomach because I have stretch marks and extra skin from 9-pound babies. And that's okay. That doesn't make a difference on my confidence or my beauty. And so trying to be confident in my story and consistent in sharing it. And then the last thing that I think a lot of us forget to do, the K of my pack, is to be kind to people. And I've tried my whole life to be kind, and I am not always successful. I'm human, but I feel like people know a difference between being nice and being kind. And being nice to someone is trying to sell them something. Being kind to someone is caring first about their story. So when I talk to people who are interested, I try to always relate whatever I'm doing. I try to be kind in the way that I share to them. I try to be kind in the way that I empathize with their story, and really just try to get to know them. And if that doesn't lead to a sale, that's okay. Like, I've really had to be okay with that. And the funny thing about that is that when I focus on being kind, most of those people have come back like a month later and been like, hey, I want to sign up. So that's, I don't know. I mean, that's kind of just what I do. That's how I live my life. And I don't know. It's working, but
I love it. And it, like you said, it can totally apply to coaching. And if you're in that mindset, you're present when you're working your business. You're not trying to do it in between, helping your kids or making dinner, and you're active in your lifestyle. You're confident and consistent. I mean, that's huge. And I love the be kind thing, because we do get so caught up in hitting Success Club or, hitting our next big rank advancement. And people can sense that. They can sense if the intention behind your words are for your own bettering yourself, or if your intentions behind your words are to help them. You can sense that. You had touched a little bit on your challenge groups, and that you really put a lot of time and effort into your challenge groups. What do you do different there?
I really focus on celebrating small victories in my challenge group, because I think those lead to big victories. So I spend a lot of time prepping for my challenge groups. I've made my own template which I'm happy to share. I have just made everything my own so that people can, I mean, they were attracted to my vibe, right? To be a part of my challenge group most of the time. And so that I've tried to take myself and integrate it into my challenge group. And I respond to all the posts. I use exclamation marks. I use lots of things because I think people will respond to your excitement. I know that sounds really silly, but I think a lot of us, like, you know, you just type something out and then you don't use any sort of like punctuation to people. And I think sometimes when people, you know, I think that makes a difference sometimes. I know it sounds kind of silly.
True.
But, and then I create opportunities in my challenge group for people to stay constantly engaged. So like, for example, I know a lot of us do like a point system and a prize at the end for people, but my second week, I focus on bonus point opportunities that really like engage people's hearts in a lot of ways, like, and take it outside of the physical, like for example, one of my bonus point opportunities for the week is to have people share a picture of their victory room. So it's where they work out every day, where the sweat happens, where the tears happen, you know, and people have responded they've been really affected by that, just thinking through all the hard work and what's poured into it. And so I just try to do little things like that to make it special and interactive, and just thinking about the way that I feel most cared about and trying to pour that into other people. So
I like that. And we had talked about this before you jumped on, but I love that you kind of jumped into this business and you went for it. You made your own templates and you made it yours and you made it your business. I think so often new coaches feel like they have to wait until they know the business better. They have to wait until they know fitness better, like whatever the case is. But I love that you took the time to make this business your own. And like you said, they were attracted to you for a reason. They were attracted to your vibe. They were attracted to your personality, not my personality, not my templates, not the way I say things, but the way you say things. And so I love that you've kind of, and I know you had shared with me before that you kind of just took a bunch of templates from all of us coaches and created your own. And I love that. Love that. And while we're talking about making it your own, I've been really impressed with your Facebook posts because it is hard. It's such a fine line between sharing and selling, and such a fine line in overdoing your fitness posts and not, you know, like there's such a fine line. So do you have a strategy on how you post on both your fitness page and your regular page? And then I'm going to jump over and just show them your regular Facebook page.
Yeah, well, my strategy is to be as least salesy as possible. So my strategy is just to share my life, honestly. And so what was it? Maybe like a month ago, that it looks like little Post-it notes, you know, to share every single day. Yep. You know what I'm talking about, that you shared. I use a lot of that, and that's kind of how I flow through things. And I try to share about the opportunity to join one of my challenge groups at least 2 to 3 times a week. And I've been honestly scared to share about the coaching opportunities because I know a lot of new coaches, it's intimidating. And so finally, like about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I decided, you know what, I need to plug into this. This is what I want. And so I started sharing about the coaching opportunity. And since then, I think I've signed like 6 coaches. So just as an encouragement to you guys, if you're a new coach, just do it. Like, just share it. Share about what coaching has done for you, you know, so I just try to do those things every day, but mostly really just share about what I'm doing with my kids or what I'm doing with my family. Or I try not to share like a lot of things that I'm feeling deeply because I just feel like that's not helpful to people most of the time, unless it has to do with a victory story out of it, you know? So I try not to post like my emotions on Facebook unless it has to do with something that I've already worked through that would be helpful to somebody else. So
I love that. Okay, I'm going to screen share real quick, and we're just going to kind of scan through. All right. Okay, can you see my screen, Margo?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I love that on her cover page, she shares a picture of her family. So you instantly know she's a mom. And, even in her profile picture, it's a picture of her, which I think is super important. A lot of us have pictures of our pets, of our kids, of our whatever, but when you're private messaging people, they want to see your face in your picture because that's what they're going to relate to. So I love that she has her picture as her profile page, and in her picture, she totally screams, "I'm a Beachbody coach, and check out my cool sweatshirt." So I love that.
I love that sweatshirt.
So one thing that she has done is she's actually shared posts from her fitness page onto her regular page. That's awesome. I will kind of say, if you share something onto your page, it will not show in the newsfeed, which is fine because Margo's doing a good job of being active otherwise. So when people are jumping on her on her regular Facebook page to see the post that she's actively doing, they're going to see the post from her fitness page and they'll be like, oh, what is this? What's her fitness page? But the important thing is that she's posting in both places. So you can't just rely on sharing from your fitness page to share your fitness journey because people aren't going to see it, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. So here's one where she's sharing from her fitness page. And what I love is she's being true to her. So she's combining faith and fitness and she's sharing that story. And I love that. So find the little caveats of your life that make you different from someone else and don't be afraid to share it. You don't have to be a cookie cutter image of a Beachbody coach. Find what makes you you and share it. Mm-hmm. I'm going to scroll down. So the next picture is of her kids and their little doggy. So again, she's sharing being a mom. Scroll down. Here's a fitness post about her workout, her red hot face. Again, her faith and fitness post from her fitness page. Another mom. Aw, how sweet is that? A mom post, a life post, her faith and fitness from her fitness page, snow shoveling. Day one. If you guys just see, like, she's integrating her whole life and sharing it. So she's sharing about being a mom, sharing pictures of her kids, talking about, you know, everyday life, about snow, about working out with her little kids. Oh, you have a redhead? She's
yep.
how cute is she? Sharing about having a redhead. I mean, like, think about the things that make you you and motivational. I love it. And if you guys notice, there's no Beachbody stock pictures. There's no like sign up now. Like, she is just sharing her story and what she's doing. And I love that. Hopefully I'm not going too fast. Here's a video from her workout. Again, shared from her fitness page. Again, talking about her workout. Let's see. More about her mom. Aww. Oh, did they have the stomach bug?
Oh, it was terrible.
Oh, that does not look very fun. Healthy recipes, mixing and Shakeology there. I love it. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just going to scan through your whole life. I feel like, you know, the cool thing, and it's funny, I'm going to stop sharing. If you guys want to go to Margo's page and look, because she really just does such a good job. But what was I going to say? There's something that reminded me. But what I love about that is I'm scanning through her page and I just like want to keep going because I'm like, okay, what else? What else does she have? Like, she's like addicting. Like, you feel like you know her. You want to see more pictures of her cute girls. You want to see more pictures of her workout. She's sharing her life without being salesy. And I'm guessing, I didn't really read through all there. I'm guessing through some of your fitness posts, is that how you invite to your challenge group, or do you do an actual post inviting?
I usually do an actual post inviting, like tonight I'm going to share my hammer and chisel results and then invite people to join me, you know? So, like I kind of try to do that, like a big post like that once a week, which I had other posts before that from the last week.
That's perfect. So yeah, scan through her page, get some ideas, but I think I love her BPAC. I mean, I feel like all of us should write that down, like be present, be active, be confident and consistent, and be kind. I feel like write that down and have that be your motto for coaching, because if you're focusing on those things, you know that your head and your mind and your heart are going to be in the right place when you're doing this. So, thank you. This is very helpful. And maybe we could post your challenge group template just to share with people so they can get some other ideas.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to message me or message Margo. I hope that's okay, Margo. You might get it.
That's fine. Yeah.
Like, how do you get 39 successful points? Right. Like, spill the beans. So anyway, we'll keep doing what you're doing. And thank you for jumping on and sharing your story with us.
Yeah, totally.